Hello students, in the last class we have understood about decimal numbers and we got to know about the uh, how to write the decimals in their place values. Okay, in this class we will look at addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of decimal numbers. Okay, now see how to write the decimal, how to add the decimal numbers. For example, first example, 28.6 plus 32.4. Now see, in this case, how to add them is 28.6. These points must be in a line. Now see here. If I write a next number, then their points must be in a line. That is 32.4. Okay. The place values are in line now. This is 10th place. This is 10th place. Units tens. Okay. So the place values must be in line and the decimal point must be in line. Now we can add that. Now see here, this 6 plus 4 is 10, 0, 1 carry. This is 9 plus 2 is 11, 0, 1 carry. And this 3 plus 3 is 6. So now see, after getting the result, the decimal point must also be in line for the result also. So the answer is 61.0. That is, which is equal to 61. 61.0 means 61 only. Okay. So zeros or zeros after decimal have no value. Okay. If the number is like this 0.002, then these zeros have got values. But if I write 0.002, after this 2, if I give any zeros, any number of zeros, they don't have any value. So this number, in this number, these zeros don't have any value. So this is equal to 0.002 only. In the same way, this 0 after a decimal point has no value and this is equal to 61. In the same way, it is similar to like this. If I have a number 51, in this case, if I give zeros after 51, then the value of the number changes. But if I give zeros before this number 51, then its value won't change. So this will be equal to simply 51. In the same way, here also, if we have zeros in between a non-zero digit and the decimal, then these zeros have value. But if we have zeros after a non-zero digit, then these zeros have got no value. Okay, so this is about addition. In this case, see here, we have three digits here, and we saw how to add them, and in the result, the decimal point must also be in the same place as that of the given operands. If I take some other example like 3264.32 plus 4683, okay, 46.83. Okay, in this case, how to add these numbers? We need to add these numbers. How to add them? No, okay, let me take some other digit here. Okay, how to add these numbers? What we will keep in mind is that these decimal points will be in line. So 3264.326, and here the decimal point will be in line. So it is written as 46.83. And what if we keep a 0 here? Its value don't change because we are keeping the 0 after decimal point and after a non-zero digit. Okay, and in the same way, if we keep zeros here also, its value won't change. So okay, either if we keep these or not, or these 0 or not. Okay, this is how we add this. If there isn't any number here, it will be taken as 0. In the same way, here also, if there isn't any digit, we will take it as 0. Okay, so 6 plus 0 is 6. This is 5. 2 plus 3. This is 3 plus 8 is 11. 1 carry. and this is 5 plus 6 is 11 again, and this is 11 again, this is 3 and 3. Now this is the result, and where to keep the decimal point? It should be in line with the these operands. Okay, so after before how many digits they have a decimal point? After before 3 digits, 1 2 3. So in the result also, before 3 digits we must have a decimal point. Okay, so the answer is 3330 311.156. okay, this is how we add the decimal numbers. In the same way, subtraction also. For subtraction, again the decimal points will be kept in line, and see what happens here. 6 minus 0 is 6, 2 minus 3 is not possible, so borrow 1, and 12 minus 3 is 9, this has become 12, borrow 1, 12 minus 8 is 4 point. Okay, now see 4 point, borrow 1 again, 13 minus 6 is 7, 5 minus 4 is 1, this is 2 and 3. Okay, so the difference is subtraction is also same. In this case also we will place the decimal point similar to the operands. See, these operands have their decimal point before 3 digits, so the answer will also have decimal point before 3 digits. Okay, this is how addition and subtraction is done. Now we will look at multiplication. Now we will look at multiplication. How to multiply the decimal numbers. Okay, if I take examples 23.5 and 2.68. okay, how to multiply these numbers? This is similar to normal multiplication. 23.5 into 2.68. okay, first we will multiply with 8 as it is normal multiplication. Okay, so 8 5s are 40, 8 and 4 carry, and 8 3s are 24, 28, sorry, 2 carry, and 8 2s are 16 plus 2 is 18, plus we will multiply with 6 now. 6 5s are 30, 0, 3 carry, 6 3s are 18, 18 plus 3 is 21, 1, 2 carry, 6 2s are 12 plus 2, 14. Okay, now again 2 pluses as we do normally, then multiply with 2. 2 5s are 10, 0, 1 carry, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7, 2 2s are 4. Okay, now add this 0, 8, 9, 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 2 7, 12, 1 carry, this is 6. Okay, this is the result, but where to place the decimal point here? Now see, in multiplication what we do is we will look at the first number. First number has got decimal point before 1 digit, and the second number has got decimal point before 2 digits. So in the result we will keep the decimal point before 3 digits. Why? 1 for this number and 2 from these numbers. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, here see. So the result will have a decimal point before 3 digits. This number has got decimal point before 1 digit. This number has got decimal point before 2 digits, and the product will have decimal point in the place 1 plus 2. So 3 before 3 digits we have a decimal point. Okay, this is how multiplication is done. Multiplication is also normal, but only thing here is in addition and subtraction we used to keep the decimal point in line with the operands, but here we will add the number of places the decimal points are kept in the operands, and in the product the decimal point is kept before the addition places. Okay, so this is how multiplication is done. Now we will look at division of decimal numbers. Okay, if I take examples, division, we will look at division. Examples, if I take 23.4 divided by 5.6. Okay, how to divide these numbers? We can either divide it normally and keep the decimal point accordingly, or we can reduce them to their respective fractions, equivalent fractions. Equivalent fraction of this is 234 by 10, and equivalent fraction of this is 56 by 10. Okay, and you know how to divide the fractions. Now what is the method? 234 by 10. In division, what we will do? We will change the places and change this division symbol to multiplication. It will become into, and the places will change. 10 by 56. So this is equal to this. This whole thing is similar to this. Now you know how to multiply the fractions. Okay. In this case, this 10 and this will be cancelled. Now it is again 234 by 56. Okay, see, this is the this is not the simplified answer, or you can either keep the result in fraction form, or you can directly divide this and get the result in decimal form. Okay, this is similar to this. Okay, now see here, in this case we have 23.4 divided by 5.6. in this case we have decimal points. So in this case we have decimal points before one digit, and here what we have simplified, and we got that there is no decimal point. They are equivalent. Why are they equivalent? Because now see, if we multiply the denominator and numerator with the same number, we will get that. That is, what is that number? 23.4 divided by 5.6 into 10 divided by 10. See what I am doing here? I am multiplying this numerator by 10 and denominator by 10, and if I do so, what will I get? 234 and 56. See, they are same, so they are equivalent. Now if we divide them directly, what will we get? 234 divided by 56, or 5.6 divided by 234. Okay, for our understanding, for making it simple, we won't take the points. We will just keep in mind that these have points in their places, and we will keep it like this. Now we will try to divide this. Okay, now see here, 56 when multiplied with what number, we will get this. We will try 56 into 4. 56 4s are 4 is 24 to carry, and 4 5 is 20, 22. Okay, if we make it 5, it will be bigger than this. So 56 into 4, we will get 2 2 4. The subtraction will be 0 1 and 0. Now see here, this 10 cannot be divided by 56, so 1 point here and 0. Now see, this will be 56 ones are 56, remainder is 44. This 44 is less than this, so again 1 0, and we can do it further. Okay, let's try to do it. 56 into let's try with 6 or 7. Okay, let's try with 7. 7 6 are 42, 2 4 carry, and 35. 7 5 is 35. 35 plus 4 is this much. Okay, now okay, let's try with 8 also. 56 into 8. 8 6 are is 48. 8 4 carry 8 5 are 40, 448. See, if we keep 8, then it will be more than this, so we will take 7. 56 7s are 392, and their subtraction will be 8, 39 will be 4, and this much. Okay, so this is the remainder. So this can be kept in 2 decimal places. That is 4.17. See, from here we have reduced them to fraction, and from fraction we have reduced them to whole numbers, and from whole numbers when we divided we get the answer. Okay, so this is how division is done in case of decimal numbers. Now, what is the place of these decimal numbers on a number line? How to represent the decimal numbers on a number line? On a number line, we have seen that we have represented negative numbers and positive numbers in integers. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Here -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, and if I take any decimal number like 2.5, 2.5 means 2 plus 0.5. 2 plus 0.5 means 2 plus half. 0.5 is half. Okay, 2 plus means after 2 it will be 2 plus this number is more than 2. We got to know from this number is more than 2, so that number will be after 2. And where is it? It is halfway between 2 and 3, so it will be here. 2.5 will have its place here. What if I have 2.75? Okay, 2.75 means it is 2 plus 0.75. Again it is more than 2, and it is more than 2.5 also, so it will be more than 2.5 also. By how much amount? 2 plus 0.75 is 3 by 4. Okay, it is 3 by 4, and which is equal to 3 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. Okay, now see here, this is 2.5, and by how much amount? By 1 by 4th amount it is more than 2.5, so it will be somewhere here, 2.75. In the same way, decimal numbers are represented on a number line like this. See here, any number which has something like this, 1 point, any digits, any number of any numbers after a point and after 1, they will be represented from 1 to 2. Okay, if we have some number after 2 point, if we have some number which is like after 2 point, then it will be represented after 2, between 2 and 3. If we have 3 point, it will be more than 3, less than 4, so it will be here. So in the same way decimal numbers are represented. Okay, so this is all about this chapter, fractions and decimals. Thank you.